babes.
Hello.
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 How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I am still reading that book called I Want My MTV.
Nice. And
we've obviously discussed this.
Yes.
But I do feel like MTV is a little bit too self-aggrandizing. And what I read this morning is like, oh yeah, that theory is completely on the mark. So I had always heard, what are you doing?
Oh, there's just some hair that yeah, it's mine.
That Tipper Gore started the PRMC after finding one of her daughters listening to the song Darling Nikki.
Yeah.
But if you read the book, it makes it sound like she started it because she was watching MTV with her 6-year-old daughter, and the kid saw the video for Hot for Teacher. And then they were watching more videos that were more lewd.
Okay.
And that's what inspired her to start the PRMC.
I believe I believe the story about Darling Nikki, because that is, that is kind of graphic.
And also, I've heard it more places.
Yeah.
So it seems more credible than she was watching MTV.
Because even Hot for Teacher, the lyrics aren't that bad as much as it is with Darling Nikki.
But I believe in the music video, there's a teacher like straddling herself on a desk.
Herself?
Yes.
How's that? Okay.
She's sort of like,
she's on
rolling around on the desk.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And this just goes into the thing of people at MTV seem really full of themselves to me, and always have. But it's like, come on, guys, let's keep it in reality here.
A lot of networks that are, and I'm talking about the mainstream ones, not the lesser known ones, but I'm talking about the ones that have been around for years, like ever since our parents were around. Don't you think in some ways some of them are full of themselves too?
Absolutely, but the difference is, in my mind at least, and listen, maybe I'm not making a clear enough distinction. Maybe you are correct. But I read this in a book that everybody, or a lot of people from that era, excuse me, from MTV participated in. But they always do documentaries on themselves. MTV does. Or at least they did back in the day when I would watch them. And so, for example, you don't have the NBC Movie Awards, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Every mainstream network is going to do something like that.
I hear you. It just feels a little bit more egregious with MTV.
Like the American Music Awards, it has always, as far as I can remember, has always been broadcasted on ABC, and other award shows like the Emmy Awards have been broadcasted on the Fox network. And
Emmy Awards moves around though. Yeah. I hear what you're saying about the American Music Awards, but they're not changing the name of it to the ABC Awards.
I understand, but I mean, I think that a network has a right to name it after their network. I just don't see it. I guess I don't see it the way you see it. And also too, we both watched it.
So, no, I'm not going to say that I didn't watch it.
We both contributed to that.
I'm not going to say I didn't watch MTV. I think that they're a little bit too full of themselves. Would be my take on that.
So are other networks.
Oh my goodness.
MTV is one of them, but so are other networks. It's not really that big a deal.
Somebody in the book said that at one point MTV was worth $10 billion.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing this is probably in the early 2000s. And this morning we're checking online to see how much is it worth now. Mm-hmm. I think, according to the LA Times, it's worth something like $660 million. Wow. And this is from a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care about how much people or networks are worth. It's just not my thing.
I'm fascinated by stuff like that. Because to me, it's an interesting indicator of how far or how much the media landscape has changed over the decades.
Oh, I could care less.
How much longer do you think MTV is going to be a thing?
I don't know. I don't care. Okay. I mean, just run it into the ground until you can't run it into the ground anymore.
Exactly.
That's what I say. But I think it is losing its demographic because their target audience was from 13 on up until maybe early 40s or something. But it's so changed in the last 20 plus years.
I would say 12 to maybe 24 is my opinion.
Maybe. I don't watch it much anymore anyway, so.
Yeah, and it's like, you're not going to go there for music videos anymore because they don't hardly ever play them, my assumption. And you could find that stuff on YouTube. And reality TV, every channel does that now.
I know, it's annoying.
Yeah, so
it really is.
Why would you go there versus any place else?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if who came up with the brilliant idea, or I'm just being sarcastic, who came up with the brilliant idea of, hey, why don't we saturate MTV with reality shows? People that aren't really doing much are going to watch them. And, I mean, I don't get it. I liked it when they was talking about music, and there was only like maybe 2 reality shows on there, and most of it was music.
Well,
I don't know.
Let's talk about MTV has always tried to have this image of being very irreverent. But there's always some, fiction involved in that story, right? Because, for years they wouldn't have black people on, or it would have to be like a special condition. They didn't want to play rap early on in MTV. There's all sorts of censorship of content. So I'm wondering, from your perspective, what do you think of the idea, it could be MTV, it could be something else, of something tries to portray itself as irreverent, even though it's part of mainstream pop culture?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what to think about that.
Uh-oh.
I'm not as fascinated with that as you are. That's all how I can answer that. I really don't know, because I don't keep up with that stuff, really. And maybe I should, but I just don't.
You don't have to.
I really don't. It doesn't fascinate me. I'm not looking at networks that were overtly racist or covertly racist. I really don't care, honestly.
Nice.
I don't.
Well,
it's not my thing.
Good.
I'm not spending hours and hours and hours exploring every single mainstream media network from its beginning until now.
But I'm also reading a book right now about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it never really crossed my mind, to tell you the truth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also have to think, well, I didn't really get into MTV until like the mid 80s, when I was like 5 or 6, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was just, listening to the music. Of course I couldn't see the videos, but those, big haired bands and whatever, rockers, and then by that time Michael Jackson was really popular with Thriller and Billie Jean.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it didn't really cross my mind that some of the execs at the network could possibly be racist, and I don't know. I guess it didn't cross my mind at all.
Yeah, and I don't know if they were. They claim it was just more lack of awareness. But people in the book have pointed out, well, either way that's bad, because if you're racist and just not showing these videos, then it's horrible that you're a representation to our country, because you're being beamed into millions of homes. But if you just don't know about this stuff, and you were living in New York in the early 80s when rap was coming about, well, should you really be programming anything related to music? Because, New York was a birth of rap. And if you're in there when that's all going on and you don't know about that stuff, then I don't know.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
That's above my pay grade.
Yes. But it talked a little bit about the founding of VH1.
Oh, really?
And it was started by MTV.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
And part of the reason was Ted Turner was launching what was called the cable music channel, which I think only lasted for a couple of months before it went out of business.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And they wanted to compete with that, but they also didn't want to interfere with MTV too much. So they told the person programming it, make sure you never get to where you have more than half as many viewers as we do. Because the point of this network isn't to be overly successful. It's to make sure that nobody else can come in and take over this market.
Huh.
Yeah.
But so VH1 was created by MTV.
Exactly, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought VH1 was its own separate network.
No. It's always been an MTV thing. But I thought it was created a little bit later, though.
Yeah, it was, I think. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
It was created in 84 is what they said in the book.
In VH1
Yeah.
was? No, I thought you were talking about MTV. I'm sorry.
Oh.
MTV was created in 81.
Yes.
I didn't know VH1 was created in 84.
I remember we used to watch the video box sometimes. You remember that?
The video box?
Yeah, and you my sister was more into it than I was, but I believe you'd call and you'd pay a fee for the call, and then they'd air a certain video depending on how many people voted for it. I was really young. I was around 7 when this was
do not remember that. I just remember that VH1 had video after video after video. And this was like in the mid to late 80s. But I don't remember the video box one. And I remember later on when they had those annoying pop-up videos.
Yeah.
With the pop-ups. Like, stop it already.
Yep.
Yeah, so,
it was a pop-up video.
But I liked it, yeah, pop-up video.
As I squeeze your nose.
Pop-up noise.
Oh my goodness, you just squeezed mine.
Pop-up noise. And then, I liked it when they added VH1 behind the music.
That was fun.
That was really fun, yeah.
But then they overdo it like they do with everything.
Oh, Bubs.
What?
So cynical.
Okay, I'm sure that they didn't overdo it.
Ugh! Now you're just sarcastic.
Yes. I'd rather read a book, too, about an artist than
my goodness.
Watch another marathon of...
No, but you like Behind
I did
the
like
Music.
Behind the Music, but I'm saying they oversaturated the market with it. What?
Man, oh man, oh man. Bubs.
What?
You're making fun of me now.
I never will. Give me a kiss.
No.
Oh, then you want to tickle.
No. Okay.
Okay, give me a kiss. What? What? Give me a kiss.
No.
All right, then the tickle one?
Okay. I'm sure people are tired of that.
Well, then don't tickle me. I did something this morning.
Oh, it really irritated me.
Okay, so I got out of the shower. And I was just expecting you to go in there. So I come in here and I start whispering to Miss A, just asking her the weather. And it usually goes back to music when you're listening to something. It'll just tell you the weather and then start playing again.
And you ruined it.
But I didn't, in fairness to me, doesn't it usually do that, babes?
It usually does that, but I don't know what happened. You whispered something to the dot and it didn't play back. And I got really mad at you. But you've been doing that for the last couple of days.
I think it's pretty funny.
Not if it's in my ear.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been doing it. It didn't do this before. It's just been like whispering every time I whisper now. It just creeps me out. It really does.
Nice.
It really is creepy to me.
Nice.
I always imagine some woman or some guy hovering over my head, whispering things in my ear as I'm drifting off to sleep. That really scares me, actually.
Oh.
Don't do that.
I won't. Today, babes.
Today, yes.
Is the 5th year anniversary of the eclipse.
A very hyped up event.
I would disagree with you. I thought that until I actually experienced it myself. I wasn't going to go to the waterfront to watch it. But the night before, I saw a TED Talk by David Barron where he basically says you owe it to yourself to see one of these.
But, I mean, I think it probably benefited you more because you actually can see it.
Yeah, but it's actually more of a vibe you get from it than anything else.
I just think it's so hyped up.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's cool. It gets dark for a couple minutes, but and it might look really cool if you get 3D glasses, but also remember you weren't exactly you had something in your system at the time.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did. You admitted it to me that you had something in your system, which I personally wouldn't have taken that before watching an eclipse, but that's probably why you were crying.
Well, babes, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Really?
What?
I mean, I'm sorry. I just didn't see what the big deal was. I really didn't.
You and everybody else I know fall into that same camp. But I got something really powerful out of it.
I mean, I knew someone who was blind that did go outside and did think it was cool, but it wasn't. I mean, to him, it wasn't like overhyped.
Yeah, it was super powerful for me. So
yeah, and you also had something in your system.
So
that's probably what.
So what?
I don't know. I don't think that 2 minutes of darkness could make me really, start bawling my eyes out.
Let me ask you this. If you had an out-of-body experience and came back and we're like, that was the most profound thing ever, and I said, yeah, but you had a candy bar before that, so can that really count?
I wouldn't fault you for asking me that question.
Really? Wow.
No, I wouldn't, because if I had an out-of-body experience, I would wonder if that was really real or not.
See, I do wonder. Ooh, coffee.
Oh, wow. You need water? Go get water.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
It's my lung cancer acting up.
You don't have lung cancer.
But, I think to myself, I'm of two minds of this stuff.
Hmm?
I think if you try to live your life around something like an eclipse or an out-of-body experience, that's taking the thing too far.
That's what I mean.
However, if you have a genuine, profound experience with something, well, that's your life experience. And I think it's important to acknowledge those types of things because it's a real experience to you.
No, I get that. It's just, I mean, because you admitted to me that you weren't exactly, your mind wasn't exactly clear.
Uh-oh.
If I can say it without sounding insulting.
Yeah, let's just say I had some Skittles before going down there.
No, okay, maybe I should say it this way. Your system wasn't exactly clear.
Oh.
Not your mind. Your system wasn't exactly clear, and that may have affected your mind. And and I'm not saying that it didn't happen to you. Yeah. I'm just very, very skeptical that any of these kinds of events can really have a profound effect on anybody.
But you are skeptical of somebody who, by your own admission, would never even try it. So, you would never try having an experience like that.
It's not something that I live for. I just don't see what the big deal is, really.
Right, but you're coming at it as somebody who would never even try something like that.
No, it's just I don't know. I mean, something is hyped up as an eclipse. It might look really cool. Don't get me wrong. I would imagine it looks really, really cool for 2 minutes.
Oh.
But I wasn't so interested to go outside and experience it.
Oh. Well, God might have a discussion about you. With you about
that. Well, that's just my opinion.
That's your opinion.
It's not bad to think this way.
I just hope that God and Jesus up in heaven don't judge you too harshly.
Mm.
What?
Mocking again.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Enough.
Give me a kiss.
Never-ending cycle. It sounds like.
Oh my God! What? What's a never-ending?
It seems like.
What?
I tickle, you tickle, then you ask for a kiss.
And I gotta tickle you back too.
Hey!
Because remember, I'm tickling now. Oh!
Hey, you started it first, and now I'm finishing it. Oh! Okay.
All right, give me a kiss.
Okay. Okay. No. Distracting.
No distracting. Oh.
Ah!
Oh, what? I thought we were about to solve this.
No more. Okay.
All right, give me a kiss then. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay. What?
Give me your nose.
No.
Okay. Enough playing around for now.
I had something wrong.
What?
I thought that your girl Camille Cosby had a divorced Bill.
Well, I remember you reading something to me that she was thinking about it but didn't go through with it.
Apparently, they're not divorced.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, they've been married for 58 years is a long time to be married.
She's doing a lot of sleeping.
Oh.
What?
Bubs.
What?
Knock off the joke.
Sorry. Alana is like the one person in America who thinks that Bill Cosby is completely innocent.
Well, I have my doubts about this entire case, and I don't need to go in it because I already said my piece.
Oh.
We don't need to talk about this ad nauseum. Okay, this is just like old news already.
All right, one question for you.
No, I'm not going to answer it because we already talked about it. You already know what I think.
Refresh my memory.
No. No, Bubs. No.
Okay.
Go through the rest of the recordings and figure that one out. I already told you.
All right. Well, what I was going to ask, and you don't have to answer, is do you think that he's 100% innocent or not as guilty as people are claiming?
Okay, you did not ask me that question.
Okay.
The only way that I can answer this is I think that there's some definite flaws in this case against him, and I don't really know. I just think that there's something. All I can say is that I have a major doubts about how this case was handled.
Right, but there's something like 60 women who have come forward and accused him of stuff.
I understand that. I just don't. I think what I really want to know is where. I know that he admitted to something about the Quaaludes,
yep.
and that's not good. But I guess my question is, if I really wanted to know the evidence, I would ask these women: did you actually see him put them in your drink, or did he actually give them to you in your hand, and you could have made the decision of not taking these Quaaludes? That's the one question I would ask. I would also ask. And I know people have wondered, well, why are they coming out now? Instead of, and I know that some of them were afraid to talk then because they didn't think that they would believe them. But I honestly think that if they would have said something then, who knows what would have happened? I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of flaws with this, and I really don't know where I stand on this at all.
There also was speculation back in the 1990s, before this was all came out, that he had kids with somebody who was not his wife.
That is something I did not hear. And
if you want to find out more about that, I would suggest Googling Autumn Jackson. Now, I believe it came out later that she wasn't his daughter, but a lot of people thought that.
Okay.
And she thought it too, apparently.
Okay, but it wasn't.
I think that's how it played out, but don't quote me on that.
I don't think I've heard that name before, Autumn Jackson.
It was a pretty big news case. And this was around 96, I want to say.
The only Jackson I heard about was the long-lost daughter of Michael Jackson's dad, Joe Jackson.
Oh.
That, I forgot what her name was, and it came out that I think she was his daughter. Or she was his daughter with another woman.
Nice. So... I know you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there.
But with Bill Cosby, it's around 60 women, and who knows how many.
Well, and then,
but
hold on, I'm gonna finish my thought because I didn't finish with this.
Yeah.
It was said, I heard that in the trial, the people that they asked to testify didn't even have any kind of connection to the case, and that's where I'm just like, okay, something doesn't seem right about this case at all. I don't know what it is.
My question for you, there's more than one case. I mean, there's one case that he actually went to trial for. I believe the others were past the statute of limitation. In all of the decades and all of the women who have come forward, do you think that there's any validity to the fact that maybe he did something wrong?
Well, the reason why I'm so skeptical about this is that they're coming out with the exact same story at the same time. And even somebody brought that up when they were, and I forgot who brought it up, but there are people that were asking, well, why now they're bringing up the same story at the same time. Why would they hire a attorney like Gloria Allred, who would, of course, jump on the bandwagon without doing? I mean, in my opinion, she's the kind of lawyer that would just believe the girl without doing any research on this entire case. But what do I know? I have some things against Gloria Allred, but I think you would agree that she does jump on the bandwagon.
That's been my take on her.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Now I would make the counter argument, though, that maybe they felt that it wasn't safe to speak out against Bill Cosby because he was so beloved for such a long period of time. Also, hiring an attorney might be to protect yourself against like a liable lawsuit against Bill Cosby.
Well, and even his daughter, was questioning the women too, and think about what his family might be going through, because they're probably like, what's going on here? Why are they? What is going on? Why are they wanting to take my dad to trial? And the daughter asked the question, well, you remember everything else during that day except for that one part about how you what happened before you passed out or whatever. And it just, there are just some things that about this case that really sounded odd to me, and I don't know how credible these women are.
See, I
just don't.
I would suggest that, one, the daughter has a vested interest in him not being guilty because that's her dad. But beyond that, I would also like to plant the idea in your head. I could buy the idea that maybe some of these women are lying, but it's a little bit of a stretch to think that these 60 women are lying. And there was question with paternity suits with kids of his in the past. I just think that when there's so much smoke, there's got to be some truth to this.
Well, and also, too, the Me Too movement hasn't really been doing a really good job at at getting the right people. Because they almost went after Garrison Keillor.
Yeah.
They went after Louis C.K. when it was found out that it was all consensual.
Yeah.
They went after people that should not have been gone after.
I agree with you on that.
You know what I mean? And so... And I'm not, and I mean, I don't know, but there were just some things about this case that really got me scratching my head, figuratively.
Yeah, but I would just point to, maybe this one is wrong, but there's all the other 60 women, and he has admitted to giving quaaludes to one of the women.
And that's not good. He shouldn't have given quaaludes to the women. But again, I would ask, well, how did this actually happen? Because a lot of these women were saying that the liquid in their drinks were brown, that they were given something in their drink, and then they don't remember afterwards or whatever it is, and it just seems so odd that they would come out with the same exact story at the same time. And wouldn't you agree that and you've watched enough mysteries
mm-hmm.
to where it would make a detective scratch their head if they say, like, if women were coming going after a guy who they claim has sexually assaulted them, right?
Yeah. And
I would think that if you were a detective, it would really make you think, well, why are they coming out with the exact same story at the same time?
I could make the counter argument that, again, it goes back to when one person does it, you could feel safer to stand up, right? So also, this may be his MO. Like, to me, it makes complete sense. Well, maybe he's really just into drugging women until they pass out and then doing stuff. And if that's his sexual kink, of course he's going to do it to multiple people. And since he's been around for decades, that's why there's so many women coming forward. Now, I don't know that. This is speculation on my part.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take away from his talents. But
no, I don't think that his show should not... I don't think that his show should stop playing on different streaming services, because some people grew up with the Cosby Show, and I like the Cosby Show. And I don't think that just because this is going on that they should stop airing that show.
I don't either, but I also see it from their perspective of, if fewer and fewer people are watching it because of this, then does it really make sense to keep it on their streaming service?
I don't get that.
Oh.
Well, and let's talk about somebody else for a minute. Stephen Collins, who played a character named Eric Camden on the show Seventh Heaven, a show that I grew up watching when I was a teen.
Yeah.
I think that show is still streaming. And he was, he admitted to sexual misconduct. He didn't assault a girl, but I think I forgot how that happened. But he wasn't arrested for it, and they kept on. I don't believe he was arrested for it, but they kept on airing the show even though this was going on.
But Stephen Collins isn't nearly at the level of celebrity as Bill Cosby.
It doesn't matter.
And no, but
it doesn't matter that they were this show was very popular in the mid-90s.
It wasn't the Cosby Show level popular.
It wasn't the Cosby Show, no, but a lot of kids my age were watching that show too on the WB.
I've heard of Seventh Heaven, and I watched like one episode, and it wasn't really my jam.
And he played the pastor in the show.
Okay,
he was a pastor of a congregation in the show.
But what I'm telling you is, it's not at the same level, and he's not known outside of the show.
He was in the First Wives Club.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Is he Bill Cosby level famous? And the show isn't called, what's his last name, Collins? It's not called The Collins Show. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying, but I mean, even if it doesn't matter if he was if he wasn't as popular as Bill Cosby, he did admit that he admitted to sexual misconduct.
Yeah, and Bill Cosby kind of admitted to that too, with giving Quaaludes to women. I would just say that I don't think the show should be banned, The Cosby Show. But I could understand from a streamer's perspective, well, if nobody's watching this, why are we going to keep this on our service?
But how do they know that nobody's watching
They can track the numbers and see who's watching what show.
I don't know. I think it's ridiculous.
Oh. I love you, babes.
Mm-hmm.
I have floated the idea that maybe we try to write a fan letter to Mr. William Cosby.
Did you? No, you didn't.
Oh, no, I floated
I
said I wanted to interview him. So maybe we write a fan letter telling him what we do and seeing if he wanted to do like a phone thing.
I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Why is that?
It would be a little bit strange.
Yeah, and he does seem like a little bit too uptight.
No. I'm talking about with any celebrity.
Oh.
Not just him.
Oh, really?
It would be weird.
You wouldn't want to talk to Will Cosby while he's still alive?
Bill.
I
don't know.
Uh-oh.
No, we're not a well-known, our podcast is not well-known, and I'd like it that way, actually.
Oh, so if Bill did this, it would probably get some attention.
Yeah, I really don't want to be in the limelight, to tell you the truth.
Oh.
I'd rather not.
Oh, and I was even thinking about writing a letter to Mike Lindell, too, because he said that he'd be on any show.
Well, any media show, but again, I don't want to be in the limelight.
Okay.
I would rather not be so well known.
Nice.
That's just me, though.
There we go. There.
I'm very private like that. I mean, if it were up to you, you'd be known all over the place.
Yeah, if it was up to me, I'd be like Paul McCartney level famous.
Oh, wow.
But that's just me, babes.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'd rather not get into that.
Okay, that's fair.
I would rather be known to a few people than well known, and and I can't walk out of my apartment.
Oh. And you wouldn't want to talk to Bill Cosby, just to see what's up.
I really don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Talk about Ghost Dad. What's Rudy really like?
Oh my goodness.
Is Theo, did he ever get good with his grades?
Well, he graduated high school.
And now he must have, because he became a teacher in the later seasons.
Yeah, and he graduated high school. So.
Yeah. Well, you have to do that before you can become a teacher.
Bubs, I know that. Obviously, you got through high school. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to graduate and become a teacher.
There we go, babes. What?
Yeah.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. What?
Okay, whatever. Our pasta salad was really good.
It was.
Yeah, and I got leftovers.
We ate it after doing Jaylo Loves Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a Christian question for you, babes.
Oh, no.
Well, hold on. You have stated to me, and I don't like this, but you love Jesus more than you love me.
I love Jesus more than anybody.
Okay, and that includes
not just
me.
you.
Okay.
Well, I should. Let's just say that he should be number one above everybody in my life.
And I love Major Kira more than anybody.
Major Kira is a character.
I would make the same argument about.
Fighting wood.
Okay, but give me a kiss.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Major Kira is a character on DS9, Bubs.
And Jesus is a character in a book? But
no,
hold on.
He's not a character.
Okay. I'm sure he's not. But here's my question.
What?
I said I'm sure he's not.
Okay.
Here's my question to you. You believe that Jesus loves you.
And you.
And me.
Yes.
Oh, good. But my question for you is, does Jesus love you as much as you love him? Or is it like, oh, I love Alana?
No, he loves everybody, even if they mess up.
But does he love you as much as you love him?
I think he, I think he has a immeasurable love that even I can't understand.
So he loves you even more than you love him?
I think so.
Wow.
I mean, he loves me. He loves me so much. He was willing to die for my past and future sins.
But I thought that was everybody else's past and future sins too, not just
That's
yours.
what I said. That's what I was trying to say, Bubs, and you interrupted me.
All right. Okay. Babe, you tickle too much.
You are a rascal.
No, I'm just asking questions. I want to know. Oh. I want to know how much he loves you too, babes.
Well, I think he. I don't know. I cannot say for certain how. Because his love is ongoing.
Yeah.
You know, it's in the Bible he says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. So if it's an everlasting love, that means it never ends.
Okay.
So he probably loves me more than I love him, or wow. I should love him more than anybody else.
Uh-oh. Well, and I love you almost as much as I love Major Kira.
Bubs! She's not even real, Bubs.
I know.
You should tell that to not visit her.
Oh my goodness.
I think she'd appreciate it.
Well, give me a kiss.
Even though I don't know if she talked to you.
Give me a kiss. Okay. Give me a kiss. It's time to kiss.
Why?
Because I love you almost as much as Major Kira.
Ah!
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, you're silly boy.
Silly boy with silly girl.
No, I can't. All I can say as far as answering that question is, I think if it says that he has an everlasting love, that means that he loves us more than what we could even imagine.
Interesting.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
What are you laughing?
I'm not laughing. I'm just thinking of all the people who Jesus loves that are unhelpful, unhelpful.
Well, I think he loves them even when they're there because he grieves for the ones that ended up there, Bubs.
He is all powerful. He might be able to do something about that.
Well, Bubs, he doesn't work that way. You can't just expect him to work when you want him to work.
All right, well, give me a kiss.
No, I already did.
Yeah, but I need another one.
Why?
Because Major Q isn't here, babes.
Bubs, Major Kira isn't even real.
I know. And I love you almost as much as I love you.
Hey, Bubs, I'm real, Bubs.
Okay, go. Give me a kiss.
No.
Give me a kiss.
No. Bubs!
All right, give me a kiss, because I love you.
Okay, that's it.
Oh!
That's it. Hey, Bubs, you started it.
All right, babes, give me a kiss.
You say sorry.
Sorry, babes, give me a kiss.
Bubs.
Babes.
I caught you.
I love you, babes.
I caught you, Bubs.
I love you, babes.
Oh my goodness. But no, our pasta salad was amazing. We listened to some really good KMHD.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yes.
Yeah, we heard some really good music in the last couple of days.
We did.
Yes, we did.
I like that.
Yeah. Yes.
We may be going to a concert soon.
Yeah.
It's a little bit up in the air because things could always change.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not sure if we're going to go and see Leon Bridges or your girl Alicia Keys. Now, I lean more towards Leon Bridges, but it's not so much more to where I would hate seeing Alicia Keys, or I couldn't see the value in seeing her, because she is super talented too.
She's very talented. She's studied classical piano for a long time, and you know, drill. Very much well known on the charts, and Leon Bridges, I believe, is an up and coming younger star, a younger musician. He is so talented too.
He is. I know more of his stuff than I do of hers.
Yeah.
With Alicia Keys, I know the hits.
Yeah.
And I really like them, but I don't really go that deep with her.
Yeah, yeah. But I've heard at least a couple of her albums, and they're really good. And
she is married to Swiss Beats.
Yes.
Yes. And I loved his work with the Rough Riders and the Locks, Jada Kiss, all that stuff back in the day. Yes. Yes. And with Jay-Z.
Yes.
Yes. We asked Miss A last night, and apparently he's worth like $50 million more than Alicia Keys.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
I don't really care, frankly.
Oh, really?
I mean, they seem like they're doing pretty well. Yeah.
Oh, good.
His response is, I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I just find that interesting.
Yeah, you're like,
So who knows what we'll see. We might not see any of them. We could pass away before then.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, and then you introduced me to a singer called Soccer Mommy, which I think is a really funny name.
She's coming to town, I believe, next month.
I mean, I heard one of her songs, but I don't know. I don't think I'm really into that kind of music, really.
That's fair enough.
It's not that it's bad. It's just not my thing.
I could see that.
Yeah.
That's too bad, though, little Jaylo.
I think more of my thing is like Echo Smith or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Bloodworks Live to come back.
And that Bloodworks is the name of the place where you can donate blood, right?
It's a consolidation of these local radio stations. They have live music, but they also have blood drives there.
Right.
And my theory, because they've started posting new videos to their YouTube channel, but if you go on their social media or their website, it's hard to find new shows. Or our theory, rather, is that they're still doing live music, but it's just for the people who work for the radio stations. I don't know if that's true or not.
It was really... I mean, we went through 3 live shows there, and I liked it because it was a more intimate setting.
It was really cool.
And there were, it was free to go and listen. I thought that was great.
But then Rona came into town.
Yeah. I also like that they had like a fridge where you can grab like a 7-Up if you wanted something to drink.
Yeah, that was nice.
And it was just a comfortable place to sit and hear live music, and it was really good.
For 2 weeks back in early 2020, that was the spot, y'all.
We did that in 2019.
No, that was 2020, babes.
Was it?
Yep. That was late February to mid-March of 2020. That was our spot.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I guess you might be right.
We saw Echo Smith on, I want to believe...
It was on a Saturday.
Yeah, I want to say it was February 26, 2020. And then the last show we saw was Peyton Smith.
So it was Echo Smith. We also saw the Lone Bellow that same week.
No, we saw the Lone Bellow the week we saw Peyton Smith.
That's what I was saying.
Which was like a week later.
A week later.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, Buzz. We saw the Lone Bellow the same week as Peyton Smith.
Okay, but you said Echo Smith. We saw the Lone Bellow.
Oh my goodness.
You did say that, Vince.
Okay, whatevs. You're the one that doesn't understand what I'm saying, Bubs. And I was trying to clarify it, but you wouldn't let me.
I love you, babes.
Oh my goodness.
I think it might be, don't tickle me if I say something.
No, I am not suffering from any brain disorders.
No, I was going to, dyslexia.
No.
You're really...
Bubs.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You're digging yourself in a hole there, bro.
Oh my goodness. When you're going to talk about your folks.
No, because I don't have dyslexia.
All right, maybe.
You do.
All right, maybe I'll bring it up with your old mama. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
What?
okay, enough.
Oh,
enough.
give me a kiss.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness, babes. What are you doing?
I'm just fixing your shirt.
Thank you, the short.
You're welcome, Shirley.
Thank you, short.
Okay.
We're gonna see some live music on Tuesday for sure at Pioneer Square.
Yes, we are.
Before the next heat wave.
Yeah, but I think hopefully this is like the last hurrah before the cooler weather starts to come in.
Yes.
Which is
I'm gonna sit up. Sorry, go ahead.
Which is good. I think we need some cooler air.
Yeah, I do too. I hope we get that.
Yeah, we did. I think it's been like a mixed bag this summer.
They released some new scientific report, and they say that global warming is going to get like really cray within the next 10 years.
Yeah, and that whole thing is a hoax, so I don't know.
Well, I remember when it used to rain in Portland on like July 4th weekend, and it used to rain like all through August. I mean, there'd be warm days here and there, but it wasn't like it is now.
I don't think that anybody really has anything to worry about. I think, it used to be called global warming, and now it's climate change, even though the climate does change, but not the way that these wackos think it does. But they're wackos. They're just.
Well, it's pretty much. There's a scientific consensus.
Yeah, but there are scientists that are coming out and saying that it's not as bad as the so-called scientists who are pushing this climate change garbage is really trying to portray here.
And I could say that there are scientists who are coming out and saying that it's worse.
It was a lot worse a long time ago. A long time ago.
I don't know about that.
And the climate is always going to change, okay? Just like the seasons are going to change. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I don't think it's all caused by man, but we are definitely a major contributor.
We are not a contributor to that. We didn't create the universe. We can't change the weather. It's ridiculous. Leonardo DiCaprio, Al Gore, they're mentally ill, honestly.
I wouldn't go that far, but so why?
And they're the same people that are saying don't use your Lear jets or don't fly commercial planes, don't use your cars, and here they are on Lear jets.
I agree with you. There are a lot of hypocrites in that world.
And so is Chelsea Clinton.
Well, yeah, of course she's a Clinton.
But they're I honestly think they've got some mental illnesses.
Why does it say in the Bible we need to be a good steward to the land? Nothing we do does matter.
First off, it's not what it's saying about climate change. It's saying take care of our earth as far as don't you have to treat things with respect, but not worship it.
But why treat anything with respect on this planet?
But these wackos are worshiping the creation. But there's a difference.
Okay, but why treat the environment with any type of respect?
Okay. You're taking this out of context. Okay,
explain it.
Stewarding the earth doesn't mean not allowing people to eat beef or not allowing people to use their gas cars because they want everything to be electric, or not allowing people to have children. That's ridiculous. This is no longer about climate control. This is more about control and power. This is what they're doing. Stewarding the land means you take care of animals, whether they are pets or whether you're using them for food, and you make sure that you're not trashing where you live, so you're not littering and everything like that. But you're treating things around you with respect the way God created them to be. But when I hear about these climate change activists, it almost sounds like they're worshiping the earth. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, they just don't want everybody to die. But
they don't care about people dying. They just care about the planet dying.
I think that's a strong.
No, they don't. They don't care about the people dying. They care about the planet more than they care about people. And to me, that is not stewarding the earth. that's stewarding their agenda.
I would make the argument that if we don't have a planet, then we won't have people that live on it.
And God is responsible for this planet, and He's going to destroy it when He destroys it.
Okay, so I would make an argument if God
and as the Bible states, there is going to be a new heaven and a new earth with people on it.
Well, if God's going to destroy the earth, and all I have to do is believe in Jesus, why shouldn't I just throw my stuff everywhere when I'm done with it? Why do I?
Because it's almost like you're trashing your own house. Okay, you're living on this earth temporarily. Don't trash it, because it's not, it's your home too. It's not like, don't make it unclean and dirty for everybody else to, fall on your garbage or whatever. That's just common sense.
But God's gonna get rid of it anyway.
Okay, enough. Let's go on to the next topic. We can go on for all the day for this, but we have other stuff to talk about. Let's move on, please.
Bob, you're starting to make sense.
No, I know you're not making.
Help you.
No, you're not making sense at all.
Jaylo can't help you make sense, Bob. Jaylo doesn't like that, Bob.
No, Bob, we could talk about this all day. I think we should move on here.
Oh, I just have a few more questions.
No.
That might be an interesting episode of Jaylo Loves Jesus, talking about the earth and the importance of having a clean planet. Because, it sounds to me like I should just be like throwing Cheetos wrappers anywhere.
No, come on. That's common sense, Bubs. You don't want people walking on your garbage. It's like, if you're living in this apartment for, your apartment for a while.
Yeah.
You don't want people coming over just messing it up, because you're only going to live there for however long you live there. It's just common sense. Stewardship does not mean earth worship.
But
and this is their
hold on.
In my opinion, this is their agenda. They don't really care about.
Hold on. Why should I care if somebody walks over my trash? Because if they've been saved, they're going to the good place when they die.
No. Hold on. You're thinking it totally differently here.
Okay.
God created this earth, right?
Yeah.
If the earth is God's, which I believe the earth is God, you wouldn't destroy His creation or dirty His creation by leaving wrappers all over the place. And this is your home too, temporarily. And He created you to live in this home. And if you are His creation and the earth is his creation, then treat it with respect as if God were here in front of you.
I should treat something with respect, knowing that God's just going to tear it down.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's move on, please.
All right, let's move on.
We can't spend all day talking about this.
Okay, maybe we should do a Jaylo Loves Jesus about this.
Oh my goodness! Well, you giving me ideas for a new lesson.
That and regret.
Regrets. I had a few.
Or this is the number one rule for you set: in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regret. Not the rise to the top.
Okay. Enough.
Stop that. You know who that's from?
No. Do I?
Yeah. J to the A to the Y to the Z.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. What?
You are so weird.
Why am I so weird?
Oh.
Why?
I don't know.
You would rather date like a normal person who is like, I like this Leon Bridges fellow, and
that's the way you said it.
That's the type of person you would like to date.
No, I never said that.
Oh, good.
I'm just saying you got your little quirks.
Reading the Bible, I was like, this Jesus guy sounds like an all right person.
Bubs.
All right, give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah, come on.
I did that already.
Oh, well, then you get to do it again, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
My goodness. Are we going to make this a habit where we kiss before the next segment?
Why not? I'm willing to take it further than that, but,
I know you would.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll save that for off the air. But, babes.
What? I'm going to fix this pillow.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry, I'm just fixing it for you. Okay, go on. Yes.
I showed you an episode of, we've already discussed this. My Holy Trinity is Star Trek, the original series.
I wouldn't call it a Holy Trinity.
The Father.
I would call it a trilogy.
The father is the original series.
A trilogy.
The son is TNG, and the Holy Ghost is DS9.
I think the word you should describe it as is a trilogy, not the Holy Trinity, because that's a blasphemy.
Oh, if you believe in Jesus.
Blasphemy!
Blasphemy!
Blasphemy! Ow!
All right, give me a kiss. I try to tickle your belly button. You're rambunctious today, babes.
What?
You're rambunctious today, babes.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
My goodness, I don't think I will.
Uh-oh. Hey, come on now. This is my house.
Okay.
I can be as rambunctious as I want to.
All right, just be a good steward of the land. But we'll talk about that sometime.
Oh my goodness.
I showed you an episode from The Father called...
No, it's called Space Seed. It's
Seed.
not from the Father.
Okay.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy you. Would you like to talk about Space Seed?
No.
I don't...
No, I really don't think I should, just because this is the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
And there were some things that I wasn't quite sure about. I honestly think you'd be better... I think you'd be better at explaining this.
I don't know how many times I've seen it, but I saw it
I saw it a lot.
30 years ago for the first time, roughly 30 years ago.
Really? Only 30 years ago? I
Yeah.
thought it was longer than that.
I'm not that old, babes.
I know you're not.
I started getting into Star Trek when I was 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starts off, they're on the bridge, and they can tell that there's a ship. They think that it's an Earth vessel, but it's really, really old. Captain Kirk gets a crew, and they have an away mission to this vehicle, this space vehicle. While they're there, they notice that there's a lot of these pods where people look to be sleeping. And first, when they were checking it out on their sensors, the doctor said, we don't think that there's humans on the ship because their heartbeat is so low. When they get over there, McCoy notices that one of the people on the ship, his heartbeat is starting to rise, and along with his vital signs, and they have to rescue him. So Captain breaks him free. They beam over to the ship, and Lieutenant MacGyver's is acting very weird on this mission. She seems to be fixated by the man who Captain Kirk saved.
Yep.
Wakes up. They do an investigation and find out that this is Khan Noonien Singh, who was a big leader in basically the Asia area of the world from 1992 to 1996. And he was part of the eugenics war. Oh, wow. So he is a lot stronger and smarter than the average person.
The eugenics war?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What?
In the 1990s, there was the eugenics wars, where they did tons of experiments on people to see if they can make them stronger and smarter.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Now, this is in Star Trek, not in our...
Oh, okay. That is weird, though.
Yeah. And in 96, he took some of his crew and left the planet. 12 people didn't make it, but 72 of them survived to make it to the Enterprise, including 30 women. Okay? Anyways, before we really discover who this man is, Captain Kirk gives him access to all the technical manuals. And there's a banquet. Khan leaves in anger. Your girl, MacGyver's, follows him. And she basically submits to Khan and his will. They take over the ship. Captain Kirk almost dies. The crew regains command before Khan can destroy them. And now Captain Kirk is left in a bit of a conundrum. Now, he can't give him the death penalty because the only thing that'll get you that is going to Talos 4. And Khan didn't do that.
Okay.
But also, he can't have him running around the galaxy.
Right.
And it's also going to be difficult just to put him in the brig because 1, he knows too much, and 2, he's a person out of time, so he hasn't adjusted to the modern age of Star Trek. So he's like, okay, I'm going to drop you guys off on a planet that is going to be hard for you to live on, but you guys got the skills, right? And he tells MacGyver's, you can either stay back here and we're going to court-martial you, or you can go off to this colony where you're going to struggle. And she agrees to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Near the end of the episode, I think it's all the last 2 lines. Almost everybody's out of the room. And Spock is like, Captain, it would be interesting to come back to this colony in 100 years and see what has happened. And Kirk says, yes, Mr. Spock, it would indeed. And that's where things end.
Wow.
Did I do an all right job?
Better than I would. Better than I would, because I'm not really, I don't know much about Star Trek as much as you do.
What did you think of this episode?
It was interesting, especially the way that Khan, how Khan was with Marla McGivers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was kind of forceful with her.
But she is a historian, and McGivers thinks that modern men are a little bit too sensitive and don't take control enough.
Really?
Yes.
It seemed like she was afraid of him, though.
But that's what she wanted. That's what she was attracted to.
That's what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So she was attracted to a more domineering personality.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. But she seemed like she wanted to get away from him.
No, she wanted to be with him.
I know, but I mean, coming from someone who's only watched it once.
I don't know where you'd get the sense that she wanted to be away from God.
No. She wanted to be with him, but I also thought she was afraid of him too.
Yeah, but that's what she liked about him. It's a mystery.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the last episode that we see, that you see MacGyver's?
Well, put it to you this way. They go to the penal colony, or the colony, and we see colony. What Khan said about Kirk in The Wrath of Khan. It's the last episode. It's the only episode with MacGyver's.
Since that one.
No, she's only in one episode, babes. She's only in Space Seed.
Oh, she's only in Space Seed. Okay.
Yep.
Not in other episodes.
Remember, she recently transferred onto the ship, and Captain Kirk says that when he's going down to the transporter room. What about that historian who just came on board the ship, Lieutenant McGivers? Give her something to do.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because he doesn't even remember her name completely.
Oh.
That's how new she is on the Enterprise.
Oh, okay, so that was the only time she was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Oh. What does this episode say about masculinity?
I don't know. I guess Khan used his masculinity to his advantage.
Well, there's that. And we can infer from the way that MacGyver's acts towards him that she thinks that there is sort of a death of masculinity in the Federation, which, by the way, I don't agree with.
I don't either.
But I think that she would make that argument.
Huh. She would make that argument, but I don't believe that there is a death of masculinity in the Federation at all. I would agree. I would agree with you on that.
What does this episode teach us about medical experiments? Because we know that Khan Noonien Singh has this great strength and mental capacity because of the eugenics wars, but it also caused millions of deaths on the planet.
Oh, yeah. It could be very, very dangerous if not, I don't know, done properly, I guess. That's what I think. Any experiments can be very dangerous.
What can we learn from Space Seed about living in the past?
Living in the past?
You could make the argument that MacGyver's does that because she's devoted her life to studying history. But also...
That is true.
Khan, when he's awakened, he thinks that he should be in control of the Enterprise because he was this powerful dude. And from his perspective, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed to the viewer that he was sleeping for a long time.
Well, he was sleeping for 200 years.
That is a long time.
Let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
What can we learn from Space Seed and maybe apply to our own lives about the dangers of living in the past?
I don't know how to answer that question.
That's fair.
And remember, I just saw this episode once.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to make a smart remark?
No. I haven't seen it in over 20 years.
Okay. Well, it kind
And
of
from
reminds
beginning
me.
to
You know what? It kind of reminds me of the story of Rip Van Winkle,
Okay.
because he was asleep for like over 100 years,
Mhm.
and he wakes up and everything is different. That kind of reminds me of how Khan wakes up and he thinks, "Oh, I should be in control of this."
Nice.
Yeah.
By
That's
the
it.
way, I should correct something. They say in the episode it's been 200 years, but I believe it's actually, he's been asleep more like 270 years. But
Still a long time though.
still a long time, babes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like this episode?
It was interesting.
Mm.
I don't know if I like the interaction between Khan and MacGyver's.
Okay.
It was a little bit. It was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she'd never go with me because I'm good boy.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. And you're living in the future.
I'm living in the past.
Living in the past, yeah.
Even though the show, yeah, I know it's complicated.
Yeah, okay.
I hear you. Yes.
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 You're too much modern, guy.
Would you recommend this episode to any of your family members? If so, what's your elevator pitch?
I have no elevator pitch because I don't want to have one.
Okay.
And I don't know why I have to ask you that all the time. I don't think I would have to convince anyone to watch it if they like Star Trek.
Nice.
Tell you the truth.
And this is an iconic episode.
Okay.
A lot of it is because of the movie.
I don't know if I know anyone in my family that is like a major Trekkie, but I would imagine that they would enjoy it.
Nice. Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. Before we get to the movie, The Wrath of Khan.
Well, we have to talk about Manhattan too, right?
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
We should talk about a Woody Allen movie called Manhattan.
It was really good. I liked it. Very funny.
You want to give the overview?
I will. I'm not going to say too much about it because there's a lot of things that happen in between the three relationships that are mentioned. So there's this guy named Isaac Davis who's played by Woody Allen, and he is writing a book, I believe. Kind of like how he wrote how his character was in Annie Hall. Am I correct?
He's a writer. I can't remember if he's working on a book or not.
I thought he was, but he was writing something. Anyway.
I was partially asleep during this movie.
I was just trying to wake you up, Bubs.
I know.
Anyway, but Isaac Davis is involved in kind of 3 different relationships. He's in a relationship in the beginning of the movie with a 17-year-old girl played by Mariel Hemingway.
Who sounds really young in this movie.
Well, she was like 19.
But I think she put it on a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she look young?
She looked young, but her voice sounded really young.
Well, how is she supposed to sound?
Okay, babes, but what I'm trying to say is it sounded like she was overemphasizing her young voice.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay, she was. But anyway, she played a young 17-year-old named Tracy. I think Isaac was, it was implied that he was in his 40s, which I think is kind of creepy. So he was going out with her, but he was telling his friends that she's way too young and, she needs to find somebody her age and, we're just having fun and that's it. And then, he is divorced from his wife who is played by Meryl Streep, and he finds out that she's a lesbian and she's writing this book about their relationship. And he's like, I don't want you to write anything about our, personal stuff about our relationship. That's not good. And then he has a friend named Yale who is married to his wife Emily and still loves her, but he's seeing Diane Keaton's character, whose name is Mary. And she's like, what am I doing in this relationship? This is really I'm not that kind of person. I should get out of this. And I'm really tired of being in this relationship. And you're married and I'm done with you. And then she ends up dating Woody Allen's character Isaac because Yale was saying, hey, I really love Emily, but you should go out with Mary because she really thinks you're attractive, which is really confusing because he kind of bounces back and forth from his wife Emily and back to Mary. And Isaac is in the middle because he's like, well, I can't believe, why are you doing this to me? You tell me to go out with Mary, and then now you want to go out with Mary, even though you're married to Emily? And he's very confused, and then he realizes, you know what? I'm going to dump Mary because this isn't working out, and I'm going to go back to Tracy, even though she's going to London to study arts and music.
Nice.
And which I was really surprised that he went back to her.
I was too.
I was thinking, well, she's way too young. I was thinking that maybe he would have found a different woman. Because Tracy wasn't. She just turned 18.
Yeah.
By the end of the end of the movie, I mean, it was. I liked Annie Hall a little bit better.
Yeah.
But this was really funny, and it does bring Diane Keaton and Woody Allen back together again. And I thought they did a really good job.
Well, good. I like this movie. Some criticism that he's gotten over the years, other than the fact that he dated somebody who married her who was kind of his stepdaughter, is that in his films, sometimes he'll cast himself as the ladies' man.
Yeah.
But he's not your typical... He's not what you imagine that to be.
Uh-huh.
And there are guys who are like Woody Allen who are ladies' men. But you typically don't see that in Hollywood fare, so it's interesting.
He's not. What do you mean that he's not your typical ladies' man?
Well, he's not like super attractive or into sports, or
He's more artsy than anything.
He's very like nebbishy type of person.
Nebbishy?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Hold on, Alexa, is Woody Allen nebbishy? It's kind of like
your average Joe type of a guy.
Yeah, that's a good one. We're gonna go with that. But it works in these movies. There's a scene in this film that I think is great with Wallace Shawn.
Yes.
He plays Diane Keaton's ex-husband.
Yep, Jeremiah.
There's an encounter. Wallace Shawn leaves. The two of them are talking, meaning Woody Allen and Diane Keaton. And she's like, oh, he lost a whole bunch of weight. He looks so much better.
He looks thinner.
And Woody Allen is just like, he's the person you were talking about?
Yeah, and then she's like, yeah, he's actually really devastating, devastatingly good looking. And he's like, really?
And good and bad.
That is really funny.
Thank you.
Because you wouldn't, I don't know what, Wallace Shawn was a younger guy back then, but
he's still kind of,
he's
dorky.
got that,
yeah.
He's kind of dorky like Woody Allen,
Yeah.
He's not like Rick good looking.
Exactly.
But I think you're good looking.
Thank you, Jay. Well,
even though I was told you're good looking, but I think you are.
Thank you.
My goodness.
I appreciate that.
Stop it.
I love you, babes.
Sure burps a lot.
Oh my goodness. I love you, babes.
Mm-hmm.
What would you give this movie on a scale from 1 to 10?
I think I'd give it a strong 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
What does this film teach us about not knowing what you want in a relationship?
I think we all go through that. When I was in my 20s, I had bad relationships, and I think from all those relationships, I was thinking about, well, what do I really want? And then when they all failed, I'm thinking, okay, I know I don't want this type of person. I know I don't want this type of person. And I just kind of go down the line about, okay, what kind of qualities do I not like? And I think we all go through that.
Yes.
I was really frustrated with Yale's character because he was leading Mary on, Diane Keaton, right? And Mary's kind of neurotic.
Mm-hmm.
And she even told Isaac that she was trouble. And Yale knows that he shouldn't be in that relationship because he loves his wife, but yet he still continues on and he's leading her on. And Mary is falling for it again. That's what really frustrated me. And Isaac, and I kind of felt bad for him because he's kind of stuck in the middle between, okay, I want to be friends with Yale, but then there's Mary who he used to date, and now I don't know what to do because Mary is Yale's mistress, and maybe I shouldn't get involved with this girl. But then and then there's Tracy, and she's like super young. So I honestly think he should just dump those two women and found another woman, in my opinion.
I would tend to agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let the girl go off to London and study. Don't go after her. Have her find her own way. And then when she's settled what she wants or whatever, established where she wants to be, then think about going back. But I think he should have found somebody else or just been single.
I liked his character a lot more when he's trying to convince Tracy that this is like a fling, it's a fun thing, but it shouldn't let you define your life.
I like that. Yes, I like that better because, she was, she really thought she loved him. And it was clear from the beginning that he didn't really love her.
Mm-hmm. And at the end, it's kind of like he's going to Tracy because she's all he has left. She's his last choice.
Yeah, and if it were me, I wouldn't want to be somebody's last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't want to be the person, well, I couldn't have you, so I had to go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Do you think that their
If that makes any sense.
I hear you. Do you think that their characters are still together today?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
How long do you think they lasted?
Maybe a couple months.
Okay.
I don't think they would have lasted long.
Nice.
Because, Tracy had so much going for her in London because she was going to be a part of an opportunity of a lifetime. And Isaac was right. He said, you're going to meet a lot of other guys and you're going to make a lot of friends and you should go and study and, and I think he was trying to convey the message that I'm going to be okay whether we're together or not.
Oh, good.
But I don't like the idea that she was his last resort.
No.
I think, well, you weren't around, so I had to date somebody else.
Yes.
And I had to date somebody else while I was waiting for you. Or, you know what I mean?
I hear you, Babes.
Isn't that kind of an insult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you recommend this movie to your family? If so, what's your elevator pitch?
I don't have an elevator pitch, but I guess the only thing I would say is that if you think your relationship is complicated, watch this movie. Well, yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
It does seem to me like you're starting to hate the elevator pitch question.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, because nothing always, not everything has to have an elevator pitch when I'm pitching an idea.
Oh.
I could pitch an idea to you without having an elevator pitch.
You could, but they are helpful.
Yeah, but I don't know that I have to be that convincing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I'm not trying to sell myself.
But you are trying to sell the movie to other people.
Not really.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
If they watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. It's not my, that's not my choice.
Yeah, but you could.
It's their choice.
Okay. I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying you can make an argument for why they should.
But but I never really had to. They either watched it or not.
Okay.
Well,
good.
Just like that movie, The Other Sister, the one I showed you.
Yeah.
My mom and I didn't know that we were going to, what we were going to think about it, but we both liked it.
Oh, good. I loved your ear, now you're bubbing mine.
Yes.
You just let go.
Yeah, you're a nice ear.
Thank you, babes.
Cute ear.
I love you, ears.
I love you, ears.
We weren't going to watch Space Seed without watching Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
I think you said it backwards.
What?
We weren't going to watch The Wrath of Khan until we watched Space Seed. Or before or after we watched Space Seed.
That's what I said.
No, you said it differently.
How did I say it?
You said we weren't going to watch Space Seed unless we watched The Wrath of Khan.
That's right.
Okay.
Unless we were also going to watch The Wrath of Khan later that day.
I'm going to let you give the overview of this one.
Okay. So it starts off. Savick is in command of the USS Enterprise. What are you doing?
I'm putting teacher on me.
Oh my goodness.
Are you still listening? Oh. Go on, please.
All right, so Savick's in command of the Enterprise. They're going to help a ship because they got a distress signal, but it's in the neutral zone. And the ship is attacked. Everybody's dying. we find out that Savick is doing the Kubarashi Maru, which is basically this test that all cadets must do in the Federation, and it's considered the no-win scenario. And the reason they do it is to see how somebody in command handles the idea of death and knowing that you're going to lose so many lives.
Wow.
Not just your own. Because how we deal with death is just as important, if not more so, than how we deal with life.
Interesting. Okay.
By now, Captain Kirk is Admiral Kirk. He's been promoted. And he was by the time of the first movie, but you didn't see that.
No.
So
I did not see that.
And, God willing, you never will, because it's a bad movie.
Oh, is it?
Even though Bob Weiss directed it.
Oh, my.
And Bob Weiss is also the man behind The Sound of Music.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Roberto Weiss.
Roberto
But the movie got taken away from him by
Robert
the
Weiss. It was Robert Weiss, right?
I thought it was Roberto or Bob.
No. I like it how you try to change the names around.
Good old Robbie Rice. Am I right, everybody?
Robert Weiss.
But Robbie wasn't involved with this. Anyways, it's also Admiral Kirk's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And he's upset. He doesn't know why. Bones comes over to his apartment and says, do whatever you can to get yourself back in command of another ship. Because you don't belong at some desk job. You need to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's going aboard the Enterprise to do an inspection. And it's just like routine stuff. They're going to be gone for a couple weeks, but nothing too exciting. Right?
Mm-hmm.
By now, the Reliant has gone to a planet. Chekhov beamed down with his commanding officer and got taken hostage by Khan Noonien Singh, who explains, I'm mad at Captain Kirk. He doesn't know he's been promoted to Admiral just yet.
Right.
Because he sent us to this planet, and 6 months later, there was a disaster. We got thrown into a different orbit. My wife and a bunch of my crew died. And now Admiral Kirk, because by this time he's found out that he got a promotion, never came back to check up on us. So I want him dead.
Yeah.
He implants these worms into Chekhov in his captain's ears.
Oh, so gross.
That makes them more susceptible to suggestion.
Ugh.
And also slowly kills them.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beam back up to the ship. Khan just wants to get at Kirk, but he finds out about the Genesis project. So they had to get the info on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after the Enterprise has left its docking station on Earth, they're kind of just like going around the solar system, performing a few standard moves.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk gets a message from Carol Marcus, basically saying, I can't believe you're taking Genesis away from us. Why would you do this? We heard that you gave the order. But the communication system, for some reason, isn't working quite right, so the message is a little bit muddled.
Mm-hmm.
Admiral Kirk decides that he's going to take the crew to see what's up with Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But they run into the Reliant. And because it's a Federation ship, they're not really that concerned at first, but they notice that the Reliant isn't responding to any of their communication requests. Then they get attacked. Open communications. See that Khan has taken the ship. They send a signal, basically a code, to the Reliant that forces their shields down. They attack the Reliant and head on to see your girl Carol Marcus. An away team beams down.
Girl, I don't know this lady.
You do.
I don't.
An away team leaves the Enterprise. Spock is in command, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we discover, well, first, Chekhov's commanding officer kills himself on the planet. And the worm leaves Chekhov's head, so he can now start to think right. But we also discover that David, Carol's son, who is helping with Genesis, is really also Kirk's kid as well. Now, if you read any of the books, you also would have known this, but you didn't, and that's understandable.
And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by now we know that Genesis is basically an experiment to bring life to dead planets.
Yes.
And they've had some success on this one.
Yes.
Khan steals the Genesis weapon. They go back to the Enterprise. They fly into a nebula where it's a little bit more difficult to track a ship, and you can't raise your shield, but you can do some more damage there too.
Mm-hmm.
Enterprise gets in a fight with the Reliance, and Khan sets off the Genesis machine. They got to get out of this huge wave that's going to hit the ship. But because they were attacked by Reliant earlier, they're having trouble with their warp engines, and there's tons of radiation. So Spock goes, fixes it. First he does a mind meld with Dr. McCoy. And they get away. Everybody's happy on the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But Admiral Kirk is told that he has to get down to engineering right now. And he has a moment with Spock where they're just kind of talking, separated by glass.
Yep.
Then Spock dies.
Yes, he does. I was very surprised, actually.
Yep. They have a funeral. Captain Kirk says something like, out of all the beings I had ever known, his was the most human.
Yeah. Yes.
They shoot his coffin towards the Genesis planet.
Yep.
David and Admiral Kirk hug. And we see Genesis, life starting to grow, the coffin there. And the movie ends with Leonard Nimoy, a.k.a. Captain Spock, giving the space final frontier speech.
Wow.
And the movie closes.
So what happens to the coffin when it's when the Genesis starts to grow the coffin?
You're gonna have to see, babes.
Oh my.
Yep. Let's just say that in the next movie there might be other people who die.
I know, you told me that.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe.
Maybe.
What did you think of this one? The first of the trilogy. Well, first of all, let me say real quick, some people and a good amount of folks believe that this is the best Star Trek movie ever made.
Right.
And it's not my personal favorite, but I think objectively it is the best.
Which one is your favorite?
That's a tough one for me. Khan is a contender. I like Voyage Home, but I also think that The Undiscovered Country might be up there too.
And when did that come out?
I think in 91.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was it a part of another trilogy?
No.
Okay.
But give me your thoughts on this movie.
Well, being that I'm not really a Star Trek person, and you've kind of been introducing me here and there, it was good. I thought the worms were gross.
Yep.
Especially when they started coming out of the people's ears. There was one scene that was crazy when the captain of the Reliant shot himself to death after the worms in his ears were going awry.
Yeah.
I guess it was so irritating that he had to kill himself. I don't know.
And he was also trying to fight them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were doing something to him, and he had to kill himself. Which of the people who, I think it might have been, was it Admiral Kirk who's the worm got out of his ear?
No, that was Chekhov, babes.
Chekhov, okay.
The worm was never in Admiral Kirk's ear.
How did it wasn't. How did and explain this to me again, because Chekhov was telling Marcus that I got my orders and from Admiral Kirk that we have to take command of the Reliant.
We have to take all your materials related to the Genesis project.
Yeah. So how did Chekhov end up breaking down to Admiral Kirk?
What do you mean breaking down?
Not breaking down, but admitting to Admiral Kirk that I got my orders from Khan.
Well, it's done two ways. At first, he says it because he's setting up Kirk for a trap, since the worm is still in his ear.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not said, but they figure out very quickly that Chekhov isn't of sound mind when the captain kills himself and the worm starts to leave Chekhov's earlobe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or the ear canal.
Exactly.
Not the lobe.
Sorry.
The lobe is right here.
Okay, the ear canal.
Yeah.
I love you, Jaylo.
Oh my goodness. Not to be confused with Lisa Loeb.
That's right there, Jay. We'll keep going.
Uh,
So give me your thoughts on the movie.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I guess I didn't quite understand all of it because it was hard to keep up with the characters, and I was not. I mean, I only saw the episode Space Seed once.
Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting. I thought it was well done. It is really cool if they had the original cast on there, including Lieutenant Uhura.
What do you think of David Marcus, who is Captain or Admiral Kirk's son?
I am not sure. I don't know what I think about him just because he was only in like maybe a one part of the movie.
No, he's in a fair amount of it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be that I was almost falling asleep too, but I don't know what to think about David.
Oh.
And maybe it's because I was kind of asleep then and I wasn't sure.
What did you think of Saavik?
Well, first off, I thought it was really cool that Kirstie Alley played her. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it was hard to keep up with the characters.
There is a fault in the third movie, and the third is my least favorite in the trilogy. But Kirstie Alley didn't want to do another Star Trek film, so they replaced her with somebody else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't like the second actress as well as Kirstie Alley.
She was good.
Yeah, she was really good, and plus we're just used to her in that role.
Yeah.
And Star Trek usually doesn't swap out actors and characters.
When in the original series did she appear? Did she appear?
No.
But in the movie she does.
In Star Trek 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay. She was great as Saavik.
And she was going to be in an episode of The Next Generation.
Really?
The rumor was there's that one that you haven't seen yet where they're caught in a time loop and the Enterprise keeps exploding, but they eventually escape, and there's another a ship there that Kelsey Grammer is in command of.
Oh, wow.
And Kelsey Grammer and Kirstie Alley were working on Cheers at the time.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So the rumor I heard was she was going to be in that episode too, but at the last minute she pulled out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would have been cool if she was.
I would have loved that.
Yeah. But she was really good as Saavik. I liked her.
She was.
Yeah.
So overall, you enjoyed this movie.
I did.
What does this film teach us about getting old and facing our own mortality?
Well, remember when Spock just died and, Captain Kirk was upset on his birthday because I guess he was, getting older and everything. And he said something like, I think that's what Spock was trying to teach me about, when Spock died, he learned something from his death.
The whole movie is leading up to that because there's the Kubarashi Maru, and he says that line about how we face death is,
Bless you.
Just as important, if not more than how we face life. He's getting older, but he no longer has command of the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
Which he really loved doing. So it's about giving up something, giving up a lot. But then he says something near the end of the movie about how I've never really faced death like this. I've cheated it.
Yeah.
I played games with it and patted myself on the back afterwards.
Yeah.
But I've never faced it like I have now with Spock's death.
Right.
I think it says a lot about getting older.
Yeah. I also don't think it has to be that way either.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, a lot of people think that when you get old, you have to give up a lot of things. Like, you can't do this anymore. And I've actually was hearing somebody talk about that, and that we need to change our mindsets about death and think about, well, what other things can you do now?
Yeah. Even
if you may not be able to do this, there are so many things you can do when you get older. And it doesn't have to be like, for lack of a better phrase, a death sentence.
Yeah.
And I don't want to grow up to be a grumpy old woman.
No.
I want to grow up to have I want to grow old and have a really good time getting older. Not losing my humor or my wits about me. And I'm sure that you don't want to do that either.
No.
Yeah.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Okay.
That's what Neil Young says.
Oh, okay.
When he's not trashing Joe Rogan.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody will have a different opinion about this, but since I'm the one talking, I'm going to give you mine.
Okay.
I think my favorite scene of the film is Spock's death scene, where he's talking to Captain Kirk.
Oh, wow.
Because you see Kirk actually facing death through his friend.
Right. Wow.
How do you feel about that? What's your favorite part of this film?
I think that might have been it because that was a twist in it that I wasn't expecting. Mm-hmm. But I also liked the part where you see Genesis.
Yes.
Yeah, and how they shoot Spock's coffin onto the planet.
Yes.
It's kind of cool.
Very good, babes. Are you excited about next Friday?
I am.
Yes.
If once we decide what we're gonna do.
Well, we're gonna watch the rest of the trilogy.
No, I mean as far as it getting hot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes. Yes, I'm excited to see the next two movies of the trilogy.
Both directed by Leonard Nimoy.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Cool.
Yes.
And I hope it's good.
I do too.
Yes.
What would you give this film on a scale from 1 to 10?
Good question. I think I give it an 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's high praise.
It's high praise for me because I'm not really a Trekkie, but yeah. I liked it. I think I liked it a little bit better than Manhattan, even though I like both movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there was a lot more action in it, in this one.
Would you recommend this film to your family? And if so, how would you try to sell it to them?
I wouldn't have to sell it to them. Like I said, I don't think that I had to convince anyone to watch a Star Trek movie. If they like it, they like it.
Oh.
That's the one thing, because I know people that are Trekkies and that they also like Star Wars, but they're not like, they're not so obsessed with it. But I don't know if anyone in my family is a real Trekkie, but I think they would enjoy it.
Nice.
Yeah. I wouldn't have to sell it.
Well,
I don't think.
One of the things that made me appreciate Moby when I was reading his book was he brought up a bunch of times about how he liked Star Trek novels.
Really?
Yeah, and I've read I couldn't even tell you how many Star Trek books I've read.
Because you really are a Trekkie, I would say.
Yeah, and I was more so when I was younger.
Yeah.
Maybe I've read like 40 books in the Star Trek world, maybe more.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they were a continuation on from episodes?
Sometimes they'd be sequels to episodes. Oftentimes they're their own contained stories. They have spin-off book series. There's one that I love called Vanguard, and the way I describe it is it's kind of like Deep Space Nine if it happened during the time of the original series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. By David Mack, who also wrote Empire of Sorrows, which is a sequel to Mirror Mirror. Empire of Sorrows? That's a book.
Okay.
But it's based in the Mirror universe, and it's about what happens to the Mirror version of Spock after Kirk and the rest of them go over to the universe that we follow Star Trek in.
Oh, wow.
It's really, really good.
Huh.
Really good.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's and a lot of Star Trek books can be kind of hokey too. It just sort of depends on which one you get, but I like them. I like a lot of them, I should say. Some of them I don't like, but you know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about me having read some Star Trek books? Are you okay with this?
Why would I not be okay with it? That's your thing.
Do you need to talk to like a counselor about this? Or do you feel good about it?
Bubs, really?
Oh, what?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
I don't need to talk to a counselor about it.
Very good.
I think it's your thing, and if it's your thing, it's your thing.
Well, thank you, babe.
It's not like it sounds so taboo that I would have to have therapy for it.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, good, babes. Jaylo.
Yes.
Did you have any dreams last night?
I did, and I had a dream. It was weird. I had a dream that I went to this church service, and I ended up standing in front of the congregation with a few people, and then I was handed these paper things that I wore around my neck, and they were tied to pieces of yarn.
Nice.
And I ended up taking them home with me.
Well, good.
I don't even know what they were, but that was it.
I had a dream that I barely remember of. I'm at some college, and a college professor walks into a room and sees a painting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Did I tell you about the dream I had with my grandmother and my sister the other night?
No.
Okay. So I had a dream that my grandmother on my dad's side... Okay, let me start this dream properly. This was a few nights ago. I'm at home. Actually, it was a few nights ago. And I have this dream that I own this luxury home.
Mm-hmm.
My sister is visiting with my nephew, and I go into the next room to sit down on the couch. My grandmother on my dad's side is there. And so, point of reference, she passed away like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But in the dream, she's alive, obviously. And she says, I want to go and talk to your sister. She goes, sees my sister. All of them go into the backyard, and I'm thinking, what are they going to talk about? Then I wake up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And we were listening to Snoop Dogg in my dream.
Oh, my goodness. And she's your grandma on your mom's side?
On my dad's side.
On your dad's side?
Yes.
Does she know your grandma on your dad's side?
Oh, she is my grandma on my dad's side.
No, your sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go, babes.
Wow. Yeah, we had some weird dreams.
We did.
Yes, we did.
Well, good, babes. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Oh.
What?
Are there any self-love exercises you plan to engage in this week?
I don't know that there is. So I just joined the Greater Portland Flute Society.
Mm-hmm.
And my membership is going to I have to pay for it on the 1st of September, which is coming up.
I thought you already paid for it.
I thought I did. I have to check to see if it went through.
Okay.
But I keep getting I'm sorry. I have to check if it's on auto renew or not.
Okay.
So I'm gonna check that. There's other things that are that I probably need to get to check in with. Oh yeah, and I have to say that you helped me open up my vacuum on Friday.
Yes.
And I really like it. The only downside is that I have to follow a long cord, but I think that I can handle that.
Very good, babes.
It's a long enough cord where I could vacuum my room and my living room and the kitchen, and I like it.
Well, good.
And I think it's gonna work.
Nice.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna stick.
Nice. Very good, babes.
And I only had to pay $149, and it's a good one.
Yes. Nice.
And you like yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, babes. I'm going to practice some poetry, rehearse some stuff, and all that good stuff.
Cool.
Yes. And maybe have lunch with a friend or two this week.
Very good.
Good. All right, babes.
Okay.
So we wrap this up.
Yes.
You want to give me a kiss?
Okay.
I haven't kissed anybody before.
Oh my gosh.
This is my first time,
what?
babes.
No.
Yeah.
Bubs.
What? I've never kissed anybody before.
Would you stop making noises and just kiss me normally?
I've never kissed anybody. That was my first kiss.
I just kissed you like a while ago, Bubs.
Oh, okay. Give me a kiss.
You're forgetting that.
Okay. All right, babes. Unless there's anything else you want to say.
I don't think so, but I will say to the our lovely viewers, I hope you have a good day today.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.